Okay, consider here the example. Determine the DC resistance levels for the diode at ID is equals to 2 milliamps and ID equals to 20 milliamps and VD is given as minus 10 volts. Okay, so the graph is also given for 2 milliamps we are having 0.5 volts. Okay, DC voltage is given. So the 20 milliamps we are having 0.8 DC voltage. Okay, so here it is a DC values. So this is nothing but a operating point, right? So results in an operating point at 0.5 volts we are having 2 milliamps, at 0.8 volts we are having 20 milliamps. We need to find out the DC resistance. Okay, so solution. So let us consider A. So V is given as VDQ. Let us consider VDQ is given as 0.5 volts and corresponding IDQ is nothing but 2 milliamps. Okay, so you know that R is given by VDQ by DC, right? RDC. So VDQ by IDQ. Okay, so 0.5 volts divided by 2 milliamps. Okay, so 0.5 divided by 2 is milliamps go above. Milliamps is nothing but 10 power of minus 3 goes above, then it becomes 10 power 3. 2 1s are 0.2 2s are 2 5s. So 25 with this multiplied with this one, then we get a 250 ohms, right? So the resistance value is 250 ohms. At this 0.5 volts we are having 2 milliamps. The resistance at this point is nothing but, so the resistance at this point is nothing but a 250 ohms, because here it is a in E, right? Okay, now let us consider second. ID is equals to 20 milliamps. Okay, so for the 20 milliamps we are having 0.8 volts. Okay, so RDC is given as VD by IDQ. So once again write it over here. So here it is nothing but 0.8 volts divided by IDQ is nothing but 20 milliamps, right? So 0.8 multiplied by 10 power of 3, because here it is a milliamps go above, then it becomes kilo. Okay, in the range of 10 to the power of 3. So 20 is there. Okay, so if we cancel with this one, we get only 10 square. 2 1s are 0.4. 0.4 into 10 square is nothing but 0.4 is divided by, multiplied by 100, then we get a 40 ohms, right? So for the resistance here for VDQ and IDQ, for a 2 milliamps we are getting a resistance as a 250 ohms. For current 20 milliamps, here the resistance is 40 ohms. Okay, so as we increase the current, okay, the resistance will get decreased, right? So from 40 ohms to 250 ohms where the current will be decreased, right? So for 40 ohms we are having 20 milliamps, but 250 ohms we are having only 2 milliamps. Okay, so there is a rapid, as we just increase the voltage from 0.5 to 0.8, so there is a only 0.3 volt difference, but the current through here is a 2 to 20 milliamps. So there is a rapid increment of current, so the resistance will rapidly decreases, right? Now let us consider third one. So VD in the minus 10 volts, nothing but a in the reverse bias condition. Okay, for a reverse bias condition the current is given as 1 microamp, right? So RDC is nothing but VD by ID, which is equals to 10 ohms. So here it is in the reverse bias condition. Minus is indicates that the biasing. Okay, so here it is a junction is in the reverse biasing. Okay, so IDQ is nothing but 1 microamp. Okay, so here it is a volts. So 10 into 10 power microamps goes above 10 power 6, nothing but a 10 mega ohm, right? So here the resistance in the range of mega ohms, right? So the current through this one is a very low value, so the current here is a in the range of microamps. Okay, so 1 microamp is there. So in the reverse bias condition the resistance is very high, for that reason we are having a less amount of resistance. That's current is nothing but a less amount of current. That current is nothing but a reverse saturation current, which is due to the minority carriers. Okay, so if you compare this resistance for IDQ, we are having 2 milliamps, right? So here if this 2 milliamps, the resistance will be 250 ohms. Okay, so as this resistance will get decreased, then the current will increase, right? So as we increase this 40 ohms to 10 mega ohms, so there is current through this one is a 1 microamp, right? So for 1 microamp we are having 10 mega ohms as a resistance or DC. Okay, so for 250 ohms, let us consider for this 250 ohms we are having 20 milliamps. Okay, for 2 milliamps. For 40 ohms we are having 20 milliamps, right? So if we decrease this resistance, so 40 ohms to 250 ohms to 10 mega ohms, we are increasing the resistance, then the current will decreases, right? Okay, so if we compare this resistance with the current, so as we increase the resistance, so first we are having 40 ohms, next we are having 250 ohms, next 10 mega ohms. So as we increase the resistance, then the current will decreases, right? Okay, so from 20 milliamps to 2 milliamps, from 2 milliamps to 1 microamp. Okay, if you see from here, as we decrease the resistance, the current will increase. Okay, for the DC resistance, the R is nothing but VDQ by IDQ, that is simply a Q point. As we change the Q point, so as we this Q point is changes from here to here, the resistance will changes to here to here. Okay, firstly we are having a, for 2 milliamps we are having 250 ohms, right? So resistance over here is nothing but 250 ohms. So we are changing Q point from here to here. Okay, as we changing this Q point from here to here, the resistance changes from 250 ohms to 40 ohms, right? So this resistance, the DC resistance is depends upon the Q point. Okay, as we change this Q point, so there is a change in the resistance. So this resistance and the current will be inversely proportional to each other. Okay, thank you.